Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to another Wild Eye Wednesday review. Now, today we're going to be taking a look at Invasion of the Scream Queens. But before I get into my review, I wanted to take the time to just say that Wild Eye is an awesome company. Now, they didn't send me this one, this is from my personal collection, but they still have an awesome catalog. They are definitely where it's at with independent horror. I'm going to put the links to their YouTube channel and their official website in the description box below. Definitely check them out. Invasion of the Scream Queens is a 1992 documentary that runs approximately 82 minutes and is directed by Donald Farmer. Now, Donald Farmer was responsible for Shark Exorcist, Demon Queen, and Vampire Cop. Now, this has a slew of B-movie Scream Queens in it. Michelle Bauer, Martine Breswick, Ruth Collins, Maga Grant, Melissa Moore, Brink Stevens, Mary Warnoff, Deborah Stern, and Elizabeth Caton, just to name a few. It also has a brief interview with David Dakota. Now, Jim Wynorski was interviewed for this film, but his was left on the cutting room floor. So, this is a very interesting documentary. Now, this was originally on VHS because it came out in 1992, but in talking with my friend Joe the Horror Man, apparently they cobbled together a bunch of VHS transfers in order to find the best copy because he actually knew somebody that worked on it. So, if you do buy this, which I highly recommend you do, just know what you're getting yourself into. It's not the greatest picture in the world, but it's still a timeless piece, in my opinion. So we have Donald Farmer, who introduces the segment, and actually in the special features, they have an hour and 7 minute long interview with just him. Most of these interviews look like they're taking place at like a convention, which is understandable. There were a couple people like Michelle Bauer, I do believe, and Mary Warnoff that were interviewed in their own homes. I found everyone interesting. And it was weird because I knew a lot of these Scream Queens and what they played in. Now, one B movie Scream Queen is missing from this. And, it's notably so, is Linnea Quigley, because this was actually based on a book that was also written. And I believe it was written by Donald Farmer. And she actually did the foreword and had a pretty big part in the book. I'm not sure why they couldn't get her in this. Maybe it was like a discrepancy with her scheduling or something like that. But in all fairness, there is a bit of passive aggressiveness in this movie. For example, Donald Farmer talks about in his interview about how he worked with Linnea Quigley some, but David Dakota worked with her quite a bit. And he states how they don't work together anymore, and it's kind of a little bit on the passive aggressive side. They don't exactly explain why, but you can tell that there were some kind of problems there. They talk about what got them into the film business. They talk about what they're doing, I would say now, but now is not now. Now is 1992. And some of them have moved on to bigger and better things, better parts. The most fascinating to me was probably Mary Warnoff, because she is an artist, she's a painter, and they kind of showcased her, because they were doing it at her home, her paintings. And she is quite a talented and very good artist, along with being a very smart woman. Now, of course, she talked a little bit more about her paintings than her past in B movies, but she did go into a little bit about that. I mean, this was kind of like a plug for her artistic side. But, when she did get into the goods about how she got into the B movie business and how she didn't mind doing the nude scenes, stuff like that. It was definitely interesting. This is a very, very interesting documentary. My one drawback is, of course, the picture quality, but and a little bit of the sound quality. But you have to understand that this is a timepiece, and they put it together the best way they could. They used the best VHS transfers that were available at the time. So it's kind of important to have this on record, especially for those of us who love B movie horror. It's very important. And I do recommend that you guys go out and pick it up. And to be honest with you, this is just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people are going to have problems with the picture. To me, that adds to the fun of the film because it's a B movie. It's about B movie scream queens, and you're watching a kind of tattered sort of VHS transfer. It's very good, very done. It's done very well, in my opinion. It's done the way it should be done. Just feels like you popped in a VHS. So, but yeah, this is awesome. Definitely a recommendation. Another special thank you to Wild Eye for just being an awesome company. And if you like what you see and hear, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.